Hello students, welcome back to your chemistry class. I hope all of you are fine and doing well at home and also studying regularly. I have already completed your PT1 course. Now, from today onwards, I am going to start your half yearly course. The chapter which is required for your half yearly is acids, bases and salts. This chapter is very important for your future also. So concentrate in the explanation part and also go through the book very nicely, line by line, because I'm going to discuss about the important things in the chapter. So, the first topic is indicators. What are indicators? An indicator is a dye. Dye means color. That changes color when it is put into an acid or a base. See, we use many things around us. Some things we know what it is, and some are there which we don't know what it is. Some unknown substances every day we come across with, but without confirmation we cannot use that unknown substance directly. How can we confirm that this unknown substance is good for us or unhealthy and bad for us? If the substance, unknown substance, is mainly of our food item, then what to do? We need to test the unknown substance to find out whether it is harmful or not. So, substances, if we consider that all the substances are divided into three parts, three main types: acids, bases and salts, then we can find out whether a substance is acid, base or salt by testing them with the help of indicators. So indicators tells us whether a given unknown substance is acid or base or a salt. Indicators are of two types. Acid-base indicators are of two types: natural indicators and synthetic indicators. Natural indicators are extracted or made from natural ingredients, and synthetic indicators are man-made indicators which are prepared with the help of some chemicals in the laboratory and also used to test the nature, that means acidity, basicity and neutrality of a substance in the laboratory. Now, examples of indicators. Natural indicators. First, litmus paper or litmus. Litmus is a natural indicator which is extracted from lichen plant. Lichen. This word you got in biology also. Okay, so this plant is required to make litmus. Litmus is mauve color solution. That means it is purple color solution. When it is extracted from lichen and made into solution, its color is purple color. Litmus is used as solution and also as paper strips. Paper strips of two different colors are made from litmus solution. And litmus solution is also available in two colors. The two colors in which litmus papers are available are red and blue. In the same way, litmus solutions are also available in red colored solution and blue colored solution. Now, how the change in color takes place in case of litmus solution or litmus paper. Litmus is the color of litmus solution or paper does not change in neutral medium. Neutral medium means neither acidic nor basic. That means do not contain any acid or base. That is called neutral solution. But its color changes to red when come in contact with acidic medium. That means the common acids which we use in our daily life, like vinegar or lemon juice, these solutions, if we pour on the litmus paper strip, both on red litmus paper and blue litmus paper dropwise, one by one, then we will observe that the red litmus paper will remain unchanged. The color of red litmus paper will not change. But as soon as we put some drops of lemon juice or vinegar on the blue litmus paper, it will turn to red in color. Now, the same test we will carry out with a different solution. That is lime water. Lime means calcium oxide. Calcium oxide, when reacts with water, it forms calcium hydroxide. So, the watery substance present on the calcium oxide is actually calcium hydroxide, which is a base, which is a basic substance. And pour some drops of lime waters one by one on red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. We will see red litmus paper will turn to blue. This shows that calcium hydroxide or lime water is basic in nature. Now come to the next variety of natural indicators, that is China rose. The red color China rose petals are used to make China rose solution. It is very easy to prepare China rose solution. I will show you how China rose solution is prepared as we move on. Now, what is the color of China rose in acidic medium? It is deep pink, and basic medium it is green in color, and it remains unchanged when neutral solution is put on it. Turmeric. Turmeric we use in our home, in the kitchen, for preparing food. And we all know what is turmeric, yellow colored powdery substance which is used in our kitchen specially. So this turmeric can be used as indicator, acid base indicator, to find out whether a substance is acidic or basic or neutral. The color of turmeric indicator in acidic medium is yellow. That means its color doesn't change when it comes in contact with acidic medium. Basic medium, the color changes to red. That means when we add some bases to turmeric, then its color changes to red from yellow. One more substance which can be used for making natural indicator, that is red cabbage. Red cabbage juice can also be used as natural indicators, acid base indicators. So red cabbage juice, the color of this juice in acidic medium is red, and in basic medium it is blue. It is similar to that of litmus paper. Then it will be easier for you to remember the color change also. Next is synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators are the indicators which is prepared in the laboratory with the help of some chemicals, and it is used also specially in laboratory. So the first one is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein indicator. Its color in acidic medium is colorless. It is colorless substance only when we add some acidic substance in phenolphthalein or phenolphthalein indicator to acidic medium, then its color remains colorless. But when we add phenolphthalein indicator to any basic medium, basic substance, then its color changes to pink. One more synthetic indicators I want to mention here. It is very important also, that is methyl orange. Acidic medium, its color is red. That means when methyl orange is added to acidic medium, its color becomes red. And in basic medium, it is yellow. We can prepare the turmeric paper. You require the blotting paper, white blotting paper. But I could not arrange because of this lockdown and all. I have taken white paper, a strip of white paper. Okay. For this, you require turmeric. So I have taken some turmeric here. We need to prepare turmeric paste. A bowl I have taken. Turmeric. Take some turmeric and make paste of turmeric powder with water. Paste, not the solution, so little bit water is required to pour. Little bit water. If required, add more, but at a time don't pour more water. I can see I require more water. I think I have poured more. No, it's all right. So paste of turmeric is prepared. It should be like this, not the solution. Solution, that means don't pour more water here. This much. This consistency is required. Now take the white strip blotting paper. Blotting paper you can get in the stationers nicely. So if you don't get, then white paper, with white paper also you can do it. Now take some paste and pour on the paper. Pour on the paper like this. Spread it evenly on the paper and let it dry completely. See, evenly. See, this is the turmeric paper. I have prepared turmeric paper. I will show you how it turns to red when we dip this turmeric paper into basic solution. See, this is detergent powder solution. I have added some detergent powder into water. So this is aqueous solution of detergent powder. Now I will add this turmeric paper into this solution. See, it has turned to red color. For your better understanding, I will add detergent powder to turmeric solution directly. You can understand it better. This is detergent powder. I will add detergent powder to turmeric paste directly. Observe the change in color. Slowly, the side of the turmeric paste, see, you observe how it is turning red. If I mix it well, the full paste will turn to red. Students, now it's time for some activity. We will prepare China rose solution. We require this red color China rose for making China rose solution. So, the China rose petals we will keep in a glass tumbler, transparent glass tumbler, and we will pour some warm water so that the petals go deep under the water, and we will cover it for some time, and we will wait for some time like this. So see, after some time we will get China rose solution like this. See, the color of the solution is light pink. Now we will taste acidic substance and basic substance with the help of this China rose solution. We will see how the color of the China rose solution gets changed when we add acidic substance to it and basic substance to it. We know China rose solution changes color to red when we magenta when we add acidic substance to it, and it changes its color to light green when we add basic substance to it. We will divide the solution into two parts. Okay. Now this is vinegar. Vinegar is acidic substance because it contains acetic acid. Here we will add some vinegar to this
part of China rose solution. See, have you observed the change in color in the solution? So China rose solution changed to deep pink color or magenta color when we add acidic substance to it. It will change its color to deep pink if we add lemon juice or any other acidic substances like laboratory acids like hydrochloric acid, nitric acid or sulfuric acid to it, like this. Now we will add some basic substance. Basic substance like detergent. Detergent is also a basic substance. It contains bases like sodium hydroxide and all. And we can use sodium bicarbonate also. So now we will add some detergent powder to the China rose solution. So students, observe the change in color. See, instantly it appeared green. Light green color has appeared in the solution as I have added detergent powder to it. This shows that detergent powder is a basic substance. That's why the color of the China rose solution turned to light green as I have added detergent powder to it.